Hey guys, what's up? It's Daniel with TrailOfMountain.com, and today I'm testing and reviewing the Ambit 2 Suunto multifunction GPS watch from Suunto. Here's their website right here. Be sure to check these guys out for awesome GPS-enabled watches. All right, so here it is right here, Ambit 2. Amazing watch, amazing GPS watch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'm gonna go over some of the basic features with you and show you what this watch is all about. Okay, so let's go over the basic features and functions of the Suunto Ambit 2. I'll try to keep the watch face out of the glare. It's kind of hard to, but so you have back/lap, so that's how you go back a screen. There's also how you can check your lap times. Okay, you also have the view button right here at the bottom left-hand corner. When you push and hold that, it'll invert the display. So, you know, if you get tired of looking at the regular display, you can flip it around, which is kind of a cool little feature. And you just hold it again, and then it goes back. It is backlit, and you can just tell right there that it's relatively bright. You know, it's LED backlit. And so you hit the next button, which is in the middle. And there's your altimeter. And you could also hit the view button on the bottom here because it gives you your time. It also gives you your, you can see right there on the very bottom, it gives you the battery life left. And then you change to temperature, and then sunrise, sundown, and then there's your barometer. Okay, you can go to the next, and then there's your digital compass, and that's pretty darn accurate. I've used it against the regular compass, and it's dead on. So let's talk about exercise. So you're going to take this thing cycling like I do because I'm a mountain biker. So I would hit start stop up here and then select the you move through the menu here. You got logbook, timers, navigation, exercise. So if you go to say exercise, you want to start a new one. So you hit that and then you select your exercise. You want to do running, open water, cycling, pool swimming, you name it, they're all on here, and you can customize this on the website too. Mountaineering, trekking, if you're just going to go hiking, backpacking, triathlon. So I'm just going to set cycling. Okay, it's going to find the GPS. I'm indoors and it actually found the GPS relatively quickly. So now GPS is found. All you have to do at this point is hit the start stop button and it'll start recording. Now granted, I'm not moving, so that's why it's not showing any speed, but it will show speed in real time, which is cool. And then you can pause it, and then you push and hold it, and it'll save the exercise automatically. And then you can go and you can check it out. Okay, you hit the next button, it tells you how far you went, didn't go very far. And then you keep cycling through and you can go through. Now if you hit start stop again, you can go and scroll up to navigation. And then, so if you select, say, logbook, this is a cool feature right here. So say you select logbook, and then select a, one of the treks that you've been on. So say I'm gonna pick this one right here. Track back. So this is gonna calculate track back, and meaning that it's gonna breadcrumb back to where you first started your track, but depending on where you are, you can navigate to there. And then if you notice on the bottom there's a little arrow and it's saying how far you are away, and it's telling you which way to go. So you could follow the watch back to your original point of interest of where it was saved, and it'll breadcrumb your way back, which is super cool. And you go back in the start stop, navigation, and then you can go back into end navigation. You could also select routes, points of interest, logbook, and location. So location is going to give you options there, but there's my current latitude and longitude, which is super cool. And then you hit the back, and that brings you back a screen. And then you can scroll through all these other options here. Points of interest, routes, logbook, location. So timers. You have a stopwatch and you have a countdown timer. So that's pretty cool too. And then on the bottom here, it'll give you the day of the week. And if you hit the view button, you can change that to seconds, time, which you don't really need because it says right there, watch percentage, battery percentage, and then back to the day. Here's right here, the back of it. Obviously Suunto Ambit 2, made in Finland. And here, right here is the charging dock, so to speak. That's how you charge this. And let me get the cable, I'll show you. So here's the cable that it comes with, and it is USB. And it's just a little clip, right? So what you would do is get your watch, and you get your clip, and you clip it on just like that. Now once it's clipped on, you plug that into your computer, PC or Mac, it doesn't matter, and then it'll recharge it. It'll also download your latest exercises and everything right to the computer. The Ambit 2 is also water resistant to 100 meters, so about 330 feet. So super cool there. You can take this thing in the water, in the ocean, in the pool, out in the rain, doesn't matter. It's not gonna hurt it one bit. And you can tell here that it is a pretty thick watch. And it does have this little beak, and this is the GPS unit right in here. So as soon as you plug it into the computer to recharge it, it'll open up your moves count. And once you go to movescount.com, you can see all of your exercises and everything on the screen. And you could also customize your watch. Say you want custom apps that you want on the watch, but some of the ones you don't. So you can do all that. You can customize it right there on the website. You could also follow your own progress and kind of ghost behind yourself, make sure that you're improving. Create your own diary. You can plan your training, you can get new routes, you can share your moves with your friends and everything like that. Let's pick an exercise that I did not too long ago. So I'm going to select logbook. And I'm going to pick this one. Okay, so this was April 29th. We started at 5:37 p.m. Did 10.3 miles. 6.9 was my average mile per hour. Max was 26.9 mile an hour. I was mountain biking. Fastest mile was 14.2. So there's my climbing speed, or my climbing totals for climbing and dropping. So it logs it all for you. It's super cool. And then, so say you wanted to pick a different one, we'll just pick this one at 4:52 p.m. Cycling. Just went around the block around my house to this really steep hill. So 1.56 mile, 6.6 was my average, about 34.5 was my max speed. And then you just cycle through 480 feet of climbing. So there's another one right here, 7.29 miles, average, max, fastest mile, climbing. So it's pretty cool that it stores it all for you, and then once you plug it in, and it moves them all to your moves count account. So you can access them right there from your website, and you can kind of keep track of what you're doing and how you're getting better. So this watch retails for about $500, and you know, you might find some websites that you can get it a little bit cheaper, but not much. It does come in the black and aluminum face. It also comes in all black, and you could also get the sapphire model, which has a sapphire crystal on the front, so anti-scratch. Another cool feature is that you can actually link this to a heart rate monitor. Push and hold, and that's where you can get into your personal settings. You can select the backlight. You can select the backlight intensity. You could select the contrast. You could also pair. You can pair your power pod, your bike pod, cadence, heart rate monitor. So that's how you would do that, and it will measure your heart rate too. So it's pretty much, you know, the best all-around watch for any outdoors person. This is the one. This is the one that everybody's wanting to get. You just go into general, and you can set the tones, the display, do compass, map orientation, formats, time and date. You can select your fused altimeter or storm alarm you could turn on and off. So it'll register changes in barometric pressure, and it'll alert you if a storm is coming. Profile, I just have set to automatic. And there's all your settings for sea level and manual altitude, you name it. And if you wanted to go into personal, personal will give you all your information. When were you born? How much do you weigh? You can set your max heart rate, male, female. So, and then navigation, you can go into there from here too. So all in all, this is probably the best outdoor watch on the market, and it's very nice. So there's a little side view of it. The little push buttons here are also stainless steel and very well made. They have these little ridges on them, so your fingers aren't going to slide off of them. Another thing that I like too is that the buttons are relatively pretty close to the case, meaning that when it's on your wrist, you can't really hit the buttons when your wrist flexes like this. I have another altimeter watch that, I'll just get it. It's this one right here, is the high gear. Just as an example, let me open it here, open the band. Just as an example, when it's on, when it's all cool and it's nice and everything, but the buttons are so darn big that when you hit it, you activate the compass all the time, and that's frustrating. It's those little things that really just make a huge difference. Now this, you can do this all day long and you're not going to hit that button. So all in all, the Ambit 2 is probably the best GPS watch on the market. I mean, you can read the reviews and do your homework yourself, but take it from me, I've seen a lot of these, and the Ambit 2 is probably the best one for all around that I've seen. Now granted, yeah, it also carries the highest price tag too. It's about 500 bucks. But for what you get, it's incredible. The battery, the only negative I can think of is the battery. It's not user replaceable, and it is rechargeable, meaning that you have to plug this thing in USB to recharge it. So that being said, when you're in the backcountry, if you don't have a way to charge it, like a solar power recharger or a battery bank or something like that, the battery could die on you if you're out for an extended period of time. So keep that in mind. Another cool little feature, and this is what I really like here, is attention to detail. And I don't know if you can see that little tab here, and this is the little strap that holds the watch band. But a little attention to detail, you see that little notch up here? When the watch goes through, and say you just want to put it on, everybody's experienced this before, with this thing kind of slides down and moves around a lot. When it's on your wrist, that little tab falls into one of these little notches here and stays in place. It won't move around. I mean, you have to really push on this thing to get it to move. So just one of those little features that I really like. Just thought that was worth mentioning. It is a 50mm case, so it's very big on the wrist. I have skinny wrists, and you can see how big it is on my wrist. It weighs in at about 82 grams for the silver and 89 grams for the black. And if you go to the sapphire, it'll weigh in at about 92 grams. It does have a reinforced polyamide case, aluminum bezel. The black and sapphire has a steel bezel. The strap is made of elastomer, so it is a little bit stretchy, not much, but it feels very rubbery or silicone. The battery power is a lithium-ion battery. Doing a little mountain biking, going up this steep hill. It's paved, but it's still steep, and using my Suunto Ambit 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to start an exercise. We're going to hit start stop. We're going to go to exercise, and we're going to pick cycling. Scroll through the menu, and I'll pick cycling. And what it's going to do is it's going to find the GPS, how fast it found the GPS. And we're just going to hit start. Okay. Off we go. You can tell right now it's measuring my speed. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. So right now it's measuring my speed in real time. All right. See you at the top. All right, we're almost to the top. Still got about just under 5 miles an hour. This trail is steep. Good thing it's paved. But we're going up there. That's where we're headed. All right, almost to the very top. You can see the view from up here is just awesome. Suunto Ambit. Still rocking about 7 miles an hour now. Going on almost 10 minutes. And then I'll stop it once I go back down. Woohoo! All right, so then you hold down the start stop button and it saves your exercise. And you go through it. Distance 1.56 mile. So average was 6.6, max was 34.5.
Average about 12. So this says it's about 479 feet of climbing, which doesn't sound about right, according to the local topo maps. And there it is, it saves it. So I really like the Suunto Ambit 2 watch.
All right, so that's my review of the Suunto Ambit 2 GPS multifunction watch. And here's the website right here. Be sure to check these guys out. If you're an outdoorsman like me and you're a hiker, backpacker, mountain biker, and you're always in the outdoors, you're always on the go, and you want to keep track of your exercises, there's really no better multifunction watch out there that's better than the Ambit 2. And sure, it carries the highest price tag, but you know, you get what you pay for. And they definitely did not slouch in any of the craftsmanship or the functionality of this watch. It's very well made, water resistant to 100 meters, and for every outdoor exercise, you know you got the capabilities for this watch to help you out in case you get into trouble, or if you just want to record your activity. You're out there cycling, mountain biking, hiking, and you want to do your thing and record it and then share it with your friends on social media, no problem, this watch will do it. Say you're hiking off trail or mountain biking off trail, you can set the watch to breadcrumb your way back. It's called the track back feature on here is excellent. It'll actually breadcrumb your way back to where you originally started your trek. Whether you're doing whatever, triathlon, cycling, running, swimming, it doesn't matter. Really cool watch. The only downside to it is that it has a rechargeable battery. There is no user replaceable battery, so that would be the only negative, slight negative that I can find with this. You can also get it with a sapphire crystal, which is really cool because it won't scratch. It is a big watch though, so when it's on your wrist, granted I have small wrists, there it is right there. It does look massive on my wrist, but what's cool about that is that you can see everything. You're not like, oh, I can't really see it. So very cool. If you liked my review and found it informative and you'd like to purchase one of these watches for yourself, click the link down in the description box below and make your purchase. When you do, it helps support my website, so I really appreciate all the support. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Also too, please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the little subscribe button right here. When you subscribe to my channel, you stay up to date on the latest and greatest gear reviews that I'm working on. So thanks very much for tuning in to TrailAndMountain.com. Please keep checking back for more gear reviews and other outdoor related hodgepodge. Take care, guys. Get outdoors.